Hello everyone, this is As Muhammad Khan and I welcome you in your new class student. As you know that the change is the law of nature and change brings happiness student. Now you have come in 10th class, so we are starting with new concept of this class and it is chemical reactions and equations student. In the chemical reactions and the equations, we will study about the chemical change. As you have read about these topics in your 9th class, physical change and the chemical change. These are the two types of changes that we observe in our daily life. Physical change is the change in which a substance does not lose its identity. But in the chemical change, a particular chemical substance loses its identity. And due to losing its identity, it is irreversible change. But physical change is reversible change. In the physical change, there are some example you can also notice in your surrounding, like the evaporation of water, melting of ice, melting of wax, and sublimation. Like this, in the chemical change, you can also notice this observation in your surrounding: burning of candle, burning of fuel, photosynthesis, respiration, digestion of food. These all are the chemical change. So in this chapter student, we will read about the chemical reactions and the equations. Now what is the chemical reaction? About this you will try to know. So students, the process in which known substances changes into unknown substances or the new substances is known as chemical reaction. So in this, the two or more than two substances react with each other, like A plus B react with each other to form a new chemical substance, or a single substance can be broken down into another chemical substances like B and C. So the known substances that react with each other to form the new chemical substances are known as reactants, and the substances that are formed by the reaction in between the two or more than two chemical substances are known as products or the product. So here A plus B is reacting with each other, and what are they forming? They are forming C. Like in your NCERT, there is first chemical reaction is given, in which if we burn the magnesium ribbon in the presence of oxygen, then what it forms? It forms magnesium oxide student. So it is the chemical reaction. Here the magnesium and oxygen are known as reactants, and the magnesium oxide is known as product. And here in the chemical reactions, the arrow are used to show the direction of the chemical reaction. Means due to the reactants, what are forming? Magnesium oxide is forming, and that magnesium oxide formation is indicated by the arrow in the chemical reaction. Like this, there is A is broken down into B and C. Like there is student one chemical substance that is known as calcium carbonate. If we heat it, then it is broken down into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide CO2. So these are the chemical reactions example, student. Now how do we identify or how do we observe the chemical reaction, that is it taking place or not? So student, with the help of the following observations, we can know that the chemical reaction is taking place. Like when the chemical reactions takes place, then there is the chemical change takes place, and the first change that we can easily notice, that is change in color. If you put the iron objects outside in the moisture, student, then that gray color iron objects is turned into brownish color, and that process is known as rusting, student. So gray color of iron is changed into brownish color due to the chemical reaction. So with the help of the changing the color of a substance, we can know that here the chemical reaction is taking place, because there is no chemical formulas are formed on the particular chemical substance, students. So how can you know? You can know with the help of the following observation. If the color is changing, it means the chemical reaction is taking place. If the state of the particular chemical substance is changing, it means that the chemical reaction is taking place, student. Like this, the production of heat and light. If there is production of heat and light is taking place, it means that the chemical reaction is taking place. Like in this case, student, when we burn the magnesium in the presence of oxygen, then that magnesium burns with dazzling light, and in this heat is also produced, heat and light is also produced. So if the heat and light is produced in a particular, like in the burning, student, when we burn the things, then at the time of the burning, what is produced? Heat and light is produced, student. So with the help of heat and light, we can also notice that the chemical reaction is taking place. Like we are getting the sunlight, student, and sunlight is also producing due to the chemical reactions that are taking place inside the sun. And inside the sun, there is nuclear fission or the fusion is taking place. And due to that nuclear fission or fusion, we are getting the sunlight or the solar energy. So heat and light, with the help of the heat and light, we can also know about the chemical reactions. Next is the formation of the new substances. Formation of the new substances. If there is new substance is formed, if the composition of that particular substance is changed, it means that there is new substance is formed. So with the help of the formation of the new substance, like in the case of the rusting of iron, there is rust is formed. So rust is new substance, student. So in the chemical reactions, new substance is also formed. With this, there is the evolution of gas. Evolution of gas takes place. Means when there is one chemical reaction takes place, at that time there is one gas may be also evolved. Like in this, when we heat the calcium carbonate, then due to that heating, in the absence of oxygen, there is carbon dioxide is evolved. So evolution or the absorption of the gas is also involved in the chemical reaction. So these are the some observations from which we can know about the chemical reaction. Now we will discuss about the chemical equation, student. So students, the chemical equation can be represented by the symbolic representation or the word representation. If they are represented by the symbolic representation, then those chemical equations are known as word equation or the chemical equations. Like if we react the magnesium with the oxygen, then what is produced? Magnesium oxide is produced. Magnesium oxide is produced, student. Now in this, magnesium symbol is Mg and oxygen symbol is O2. And what is producing here? Magnesium oxide is producing. So magnesium and oxygen symbol we have written here, and we represented this equation with the help of the symbol. If we represent the chemical reaction with symbol, then that equation is known as chemical equation. If we represent it with the words, then that equation is known as word equation. Like in the place of magnesium symbol, we can write the magnesium plus oxygen in word, and here I can write the magnesium oxide. Then it will be magnesium oxide, and this will be the chemical equation or the word equation, student. So student, this is chemical equation, this is word equation. In this, we can also write the state of the chemical substance. Like magnesium have the solid state, so we represent the solid with S. Oxygen is gas, so we represent it with small g. And here the magnesium oxide is producing, and it is found as S form, so we can write it with S. So it is the symbolical representation of this reaction. Now this arrow is representing the direction of the chemical reaction. Like this, we are writing another equation. Like when the nitrogen is reacted with hydrogen, then what is produced? Ammonia is produced, NH3. Now here we will balance it. Here the nitrogen is gas and hydrogen is gas, and ammonia is also gas. So it is the chemical equation to form the ammonia. It is the formula of ammonia, student, NH3. Another equation we are writing here, H2 plus O2. When they react with each other, then what they form? They form H2O. So here the hydrogen is also gas, oxygen is also gas, but the product that is producing here, it is water, and it is found in the liquid state. Now we will balance it. Now it is balanced. So the chemical equation can be categorized into two types, student. Into two types. First is the balanced chemical equation. Balanced. And second is unbalanced. Balanced chemical equation are the equations in which the atoms of the reactants are similar to the atoms of the products. If the atoms of the reactants are not balanced with the product's atom, then that particular equation is known as unbalanced equation. So there are the two types, balanced and unbalanced. If the atoms are balanced, means they are same in number, then that particular equation is known as balanced chemical equation. means the reactant side atoms and the product side atoms, if they are similar to each other, then that particular chemical equation is known as balanced. If the atoms, like if I don't write here 2 and I only write this, then this reaction is an example, this reaction is an example of unbalanced. But we should balance the chemical equation, student, to follow one law, and that law is known as law of conservation of mass. Means there is this type of question may come in your exam, that why should we balance the chemical equation? So we should balance the chemical equation to follow one law. That law is known as law of conservation of mass. According to this law, student, mass is neither be created nor be destroyed, only it can be changed from one form to another. And this law is known as law of conservation of mass. So that's why we should balance the chemical equation, student. Like here, now it is balanced. In this ammonia case, it is also balanced chemical equation. This is also balanced chemical equation. So we should balance the chemical equation to follow the law of conservation of mass, student. Now, how can we balance them? That we will discuss in our next class. So thank you very much. Now I am giving you some work that you will try to learn the formulas, chemical formulas. All the chemical formulas that you have studied in your 9th class, you will try to learn them. Thank you very much.